Hi Layne, I'm Rodney Henson, and could you tell me a little about yourself?
Yeah, my name is Layne McCaleb. I grew up on a farm in eastern Colorado. I moved to Greeley for college, and then kind of got stuck in what I call the vortex of Greeley. You get here and then you can't really get out, but then I've kind of learned to love it, and I'm really proud to be here now.
So college is what you brought you here?
Yeah, I came here to study writing. I wanted to be a writer. I came for an English degree and then left college and needed a job. So then I worked in education for a while.
You gotta hate that, needing a job.
I know, it's rough.
Could you tell me a little about the armory?
Yeah, so I was kind of brought into the armory. I'd driven by it a million times, didn't really know anything about it, but I was brought in about a year ago when they were starting to talk about doing different things here. And I was approached by Bethany and Pablo. Pablo's the owner of Midnight Oil, and asked if I wanted to have an art gallery here. I hadn't even been in the building before when I said yes, so I was like, yeah, that sounds cool, why not? And yeah, it's become kind of a third space in the community. It's a valuable space, I think, for a lot of us. We've really put a lot of stock in the future of this building.
Okay. Tell me about the Blackbox Collective.
Yeah, so I'm the founder and executive director of Blackbox Arts Collective. It kind of came out of this idea that I'd had for a long time of just like doing your own things. I was kind of frustrated. I'd gone to school for writing and then wasn't getting published. I also started pursuing acting after college, and I had to drive to Denver or Fort Collins for auditions. And I was like, I'm pretty sure I can just do that here. I can do stuff just as well on my own here. So I started the Blackbox Arts Collective when a friend of mine came to a library program that I ran and asked if we wanted to start a writing group. We started meeting every week, and we started meeting and going through talking about writing, talking about ideas. Most of the people who started coming were also creatives. We've been meeting for like 3 years now, pretty much every Monday. And so then while I was there, we got to know each other. There were other people who had creative ideas, and we decided that this was the time, the right people, right place, right moment to start the art collective.
Okay, what are your goals for the collective?
Yeah, so my goal for the collective is to be kind of an intermediary between the space of artists who are maybe just getting started or maybe haven't had a lot of opportunity to get the success that they'd like in their careers, to be able to get the experiences that they need to do that. So we're kind of the in-between, what's going to give them that experience, what's going to give them that community to be able to support them in order to have a career in the arts.
Very good. What type of artists are attracted so far to the collective?
We have a lot of different kinds of artists as far as mediums. I'd say we have pretty much every medium covered. We have filmmakers, poets, painters, tattoo artists, writers, people who come in and say, I'm not a creative, I just appreciate the arts, and then they become artists themselves. But I think it's ultimately people who are looking for a community of people who are like-minded and care about the same things that they care about.
Okay, how exactly does the collective support the artists?
Yeah, so there's a couple of different things we do. First of all, we do give them opportunities. We run an art gallery up here, which is free for people to apply to. A lot of art galleries you have to kind of pay like a commission to get in and stuff. So it's free, and then we just take a portion, and that's what pays our rent in this building. And then we also we do a zine that's quarterly that we publish people's writing and art as well, so that gives them opportunities to have publication credits. We do a couple other projects that give opportunities, and we also promote artists as well. So for example, we have a musician who just released his first album on his own. He was on a label before, left the label, he produced it himself, he's distributing it himself. So we threw like a party for him, we're distributing it as well. So we're giving opportunities for artists to be promoted and to kind of get the visibility that they don't normally get on their own.
What makes the collective unique to Greeley?
I would say, kind of like a lot of people in Greeley, a lot of the people in the collective here maybe don't have the same monetary support that a lot of people do in larger cities, or maybe the same access that a lot of people do. And those are some of the things that we really care about in our collective, is making sure that the art is accessible, that people can come and not have to pay anything. And I think there's a general feeling in Greeley of rebelliousness and kind of do-it-yourself mindset. And those are some of the things that we bring to our approach to art as well.
Concerning the open mics, could you give me kind of a comparison, contrast between the first ones and the most recent ones you've had?
Yeah. So the first open mic, I think we had 11 people come, and the majority of them were the collective members who came to read at it. We all collectively read an Allen Ginsberg poem, Howl, together. And it took, I think maybe we went for 40 minutes total. And it was just a first time. We were scared. We had somebody come in and do sound for us because we didn't have any equipment. We had to move all of the stuff around in the bookstore to make it work. And then now, over a year later, we're in this building with a proper stage, lights, curtain, and all of this stuff. And at the most we've had in this building, we had 70 people come. Just crazy. We had to really kind of change the way we did things. I used to pass the sign-up sheet around throughout the open mic and let people sign up as we're going, but then we were going for 3 hours, and that was too long on a Tuesday night. So we had to kind of cut time limits. We had to readjust with the structure of it, just to make sure the most people got the most chances to read what they wanted.
Stay a while, enjoy the home I've made, so when in the ground I'm laid, when all the world is gone and all the world is silent, please remember my kindness.
I know I'm not an imposter in my own life. I'm a mother, creator, actress, and wife. I hold certs in degrees and life-lived experiences.
I was overconfident in my imagination. Thank you.
When I first came in this afternoon, I was impressed by how much space is here.
Yeah.
And I could see how you could get 70 or more people in here very easily.
Yeah, it's a cool building. It's a massive building, and there's so many cool little opportunities within it. It's the perfect place for what we want to do here.
For people who don't live in the Greeley area, say the outskirts, what would you like them to know about the collective?
Yeah, I'd say that you don't have to go to Fort Collins or Denver to find good art. There's really fantastic artists here in Greeley that are doing really cool things. So what I would say is just pay attention. I think there's a lot of cool stuff happening here. Yeah.
Okay, but is there anything I might have missed or that you would like to add?
Yeah, I would like to kind of touch on the way that we founded the art collective. Okay. So Blackbox Arts Collective is founded on punk ideology. Which means that some of the tenets of punk ideology are intellectual freedom, that people have the right to think and create art on whatever they want. So we're really strong about trying not to censor people, even if there's mature thoughts, even if it's not even a fully thought, that's okay. Another thing is equality. We want to make sure that people have the chance to speak that don't normally get the chance to speak. Within that, though, we've often had the conversation about the paradox of tolerance and making sure that this is still a safe space for people. And then accessibility is another thing that's really important to us. We want to make sure that people don't have to spend a bunch of money or wait until they have money to do art. And so then the other aspect of punk ideology that we've really adopted as our mantra here is DIY ethics. We believe that you don't need to have a bunch of money or products or supplies or even all of the right connections to all the right people in order to do art. You could do art where you're at with what you've got, and the pursuit of the craft is what makes art art.